Hey everyone, welcome to my in-laws cabin. um, my name is Melissa and I am doing a completely uh, indulgent, selfish, whatever you want to say, self-care day up here by myself um, for the Friday before Memorial Day because I have the day off and my um my want has just been to kind of get away and recoup and read. Completely just want to read, honestly. Like that's all it is. Don't think that this is like some, you know, like there's some hidden reason why I'm up here. There's not. It's just that I wanted to spend this day. I've never had a day completely to myself before like this since I've had kids. So I'm very excited. It's almost 7 a.m. Of course, my body clock woke up around 6:30 because that's when I usually wake up when my kids wake up. Um, but I was happy to wake up, to be honest, because I wanted to start the day. I got here late last night. It takes about 2.5 hours from where we live to get here, and I decided I wanted to leave after bedtime for the kids. So yeah, so I didn't get here till like 10:45 last night. Because I also had to pack right after too. So, anyways, it just took me a minute to get here. I listened to an audiobook the entire time, so I was counting that as part of the trip. I was listening to Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring by Andy Serkis, or obviously by Tolkien, but it's narrated by Andy Serkis. And I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with that specific narration. It's on Audible. I think it might be an Audible exclusive, unfortunately, but it is so good and so worth it if you have Audible or if you have some credits that you can spend on it. Amazing. Because he is such a talented voice actor. He does Gollum, if you guys didn't know, in the movies. And wow, just so good at doing all the different voices. He mimics the movie um, casts similarly. Like, I feel like I'm almost watching the movie when I listen to the books. Um, so, yeah, absolutely perfect. So, I just got past, like, basically the part I ended at when I got here was them getting to the Mines of Moria and getting to the Hidden Gate and everything. So, yeah, so intense scene coming. But I have some books here that I wanted to show you guys what I plan to read, and I brought my Kindle. Um, I also plan, as soon as I'm done filming this clip, to go and get coffee at my absolute favorite, and I've only been once, so I don't know if I can say it's my absolute favorite, but to be honest, like, so good little spot that is like 7 minutes away from here. So I'm very excited. I'm gonna go get that. They have sticky buns there, so I'm gonna get one of those. Yay. And then come back here and then just absolutely veg. um, so let me show you guys what I'm reading. And also, if you're wondering where I've been, I'm sorry I haven't been active again. I had a lot going on, 3 trips amidst also starting work back up with being off maternity leave. And things just got crazy. And yeah, I literally haven't had time to film since. And here we are. So there's that. I also feel like it's when other people go on breaks that are either announced or unannounced. I also feel I give people the courtesy of just letting them live their lives. Like, I'm sure they're doing what's best for them. And even though I am an avid watcher still of BookTube, and I notice when people are kind of MIA. I just always have this, lingering hope that they'll upload a video. So that's me returning the favor to people who have come back from BookTube or have come back from on Instagram or whatever after a long period away. I wanted to do the same and let you guys know I'm okay. I'm totally fine, as you can tell. And let me show you guys what I've been reading right now that I plan to read today. I have gotten a few books read between when I talked to you guys last and now, but that's for another video that I can film at some point. Oh, that's the furnace. Sorry, that kind of scared me for a second. Okay, so the first book I'm reading is Blood Oath by Melissa Lenhart. This is an Axe Library copy. This is the second book in the Sawbones series that she wrote. And basically this is the feminist Western is what one of the blurbs says it is. Totally agree with that term. It's all about, she changes her name many times, but I think her original name is Laura, but she goes by Catherine and Charlotte, and anyways, she keeps having to change her identity. But she was originally a doctor. She served, this is very just barely post-Civil War, and she served on the not front lines there, but she helped, I think she may have been a nurse, but anyways, so she has this doctorate background, very akin to Outlander kind of feels, but then she gets accused of murder. She lives in New York in the beginning of the series. She lives in New York, gets accused of murder of her ex-husband, but that's not what happened, obviously, but she has to flee, so she ends up going west, and then she ends up getting all the way to Texas, and there she kind of sets up camp, and this is all in the first book, and literally, it's so funny, I can't even remember, but she meets Kindle. His name is it James, or what's his first name? I can't remember his first name. James Kindle. William Kindle. I knew it was some sort of classic name. And he is also a ex-Civil War vet, but he's incredibly kind to her. They fall in love, and then towards the end of the story, towards the end of the book, things really go down, and they end up having to run away together because someone discovers her and accuses her of why she fled New York, and so they have to leave the camp kind of settlement they were in, and then this book starts off with them in the wilderness on the run, trying to survive, basically. I will say there's a lot of trauma that happens with Laura towards the end of the first book that was very intense, and I was not prepared for how detailed it would go. So I will say, if you're looking at reading this story, reading this series, definitely look into content warnings, because there was a specific scene that happened to Laura that was it was really hard to read. So there's that. But yeah, I'm really enjoying it. I'm almost 60% of the way through. I have the ebook as well, so depending on where I am, what I'm doing, I've been kind of switching back and forth between the two. But yeah, it's really good. I'm really enjoying it, and it's literally so up my alley. So yeah, written for me, basically. Okay, then the other book I plan to start today, and this is the whole reason I wanted to come up to this cabin and just veg and read, is because the new Ashley Weaver Electra McDonald series came out. The 4th book in the series. It's called Locked in Pursuit. And I had pre-ordered this the minute that Ashley Weaver announced she was publishing this book. I knew it was coming out this May 2024. And so yeah, when it showed up in my Kindle library, I freaked out, but I was on vacation and I had no time. Ironic, but yeah, it's true. When you're traveling with kids, like you just don't have any time. And you have family around. So anyways, yeah, so I haven't had a chance to pick it up yet, but I'm so excited that I saved it for this. So that is honestly kind of my main plan for reading. I plan to switch back and forth when I get, kind of not bored, but I want to read something else. I'll switch between the two. But yes, Locked in Pursuit is the other book I'm reading. Let me see if I can get the cover, or I can just insert a picture of the cover. I'm sure I've already done that. But yeah, so this series is an absolute favorite of mine, as you guys know. My favorite mystery series, that's for sure. But it's got an underlying romance, super heavy, like not heavy, but like super strong romance subplot, and that's why I love it so much, because her and literally, like, I can't think of character names for the life of me right now, but the guy he's the British CIA agent, and he's this is like just barely not post, it's during World War II. And he's in the army, and not the CIA. He's like an intelligence officer. That's the way to put it. Anyways, so they obviously have had sparks fly and certain things happen in their relationship, but I'm excited to see, like, that's gonna be what I'm like reading for, to see is more of their moments together. So very, very excited. Ashley Weaver's an amazing author. She writes such witty, funny books, and very like, they don't take themselves that seriously. I appreciate that. So that's the other book I plan to read. And then, just in case I also want to read something else, I actually just finished reading Romancing Mr. Bridgerton, which is the 4th book in the Bridgerton series, in light of the new season that just came out, part 1. So the first 4 episodes just came out. I watched those, so I am very excited for the second part. Actually, though, I didn't, just to be honest, I didn't watch season 2, because I watched the first episode and, like, I don't know what it was about it, but I was like, I'm not into this. Like, I don't want to watch any more of this. And so I didn't. And then I was like, and then when season 3 came out and I saw trailers for it and I knew it was Penelope and Colin's story, I was like, okay, we're gonna give this another shot, and I'm gonna do the service of reading the books before I watch the series. So I kind of read them in tandem. I read it in tandem with watching the series, though. Like, I was like halfway through when the series came out, and then I decided to watch some of it. So anyways, I just finished it. 5 stars. It was so good. It was actually better than what I remember. I think I originally gave the book 4 stars. I gave it 5 stars this time around. And it might be because I read it physically, versus the first time I read it, I listened to it. And I always feel like I get way more out of a book when I actually read it. That's just me. But, it's a lot easier to kind of tune out, or to just, you don't catch the, like, little details. Or I don't catch the little details when I'm listening to a book. I get the general story, but yeah, just the way that Julia Quinn writes is just so clever and endearing, and she writes characters that feel so real, and I loved it. So with that in mind, I have the 5th book, which is Eloise's story, who is another Bridgerton, like, top top character for me. And I brought her story. Here's the step back. So yeah, if I want to just kind of indulge myself, I might read this too. So, because I really liked this story from what I remember, in the read I did of it. This is a like, partly, oh my gosh, what's the word when you write letters, whatever that, epistolary. It's partly epistolary, her correspondence with Sir Philip. So, if it isn't obvious from the title. So, yeah. And I brought my favorite bookmark that I own right now, and it's Hot Girls Read. Love it. From Gigi and Bo, I believe. Okay, that is literally everything, but I'm very excited to start, and 16 minutes in, I can't believe it. This is gonna be a long vlog, but I hope you guys are okay with that. I know I am when I watch other people's vlogs. Like, I want them as long as they can make them. So I'm gonna go get that coffee, those sticky buns, and I will check in with you guys when I actually have something to say about my reading too. Hey, so I'm sitting here next to the fire trying to kind of warm myself up. I'm still just so cold. It's so dumb because I know it's just that I've been acclimated to Phoenix for so long that like anything in the 60-degree or below range, just I literally am just freezing. So anyways, I also brewed myself. I had my coffee and my cinnamon roll, as you guys saw. I enjoyed that as I was on the porch outside, and I started reading the Locked in Pursuit. But now I am enjoying a nice cup of Earl Grey tea that I brought with me. So I'll just be enjoying that too to get myself warmed up too. But I wanted to update on my reading. So yeah, so I've read the first 4 chapters now of Locked in Pursuit, and we're right back at it with the super strong tension between Electra and Major Ramsey. I know I was spacing on his name earlier, but Major Ramsey, let me just say that they're trying to figure out what's going on with their relationship at the beginning of this book, sort of, after something that happens at the end of the last book, that kind of turned things a certain way. So yeah, so it's pretty good. I'm loving it. And also the mystery is interesting because it's like a robbery that was reported in the newspaper, but Electra like read into it a little bit, and she thinks that there's something fishy going on there. So she goes to Major Ramsey to ask him about it, and see, because it involved the military. So, and she was gonna see if he knew more about it, because she was wondering why certain details seemed to be missing, or that like there might be something else going on there. So that's where we're at with the book. But I thought I would give you guys a quick tour. If you're nosy like me, you might want a little tour of the cabin. It's just a 2-bedroom, like it's small, but it's super cozy, super cute. And I've been here a couple times now, but never by myself, so this is fun. So yeah, let me turn the camera around and I'll show you guys the layout. So this is as you walk through the front door. There's the kitchen here, and then there's the living area here, and then there's the dining table here, and there's the fireplace that I was sitting on, that I have running right now, but I won't have it running for too long because it really dries me out. Like, I'm sure it does for many people who have fireplaces, but definitely I can't have it on for that long. But yeah, it's got super cute like bear details to it that I think are so. I think they said my in-laws one time counted how many like random bears they had here in various like forms, and I think it was like 27. So there's that. And then like down here there's some puzzles and games and books, of course. My mother-in-law's a really avid reader. She reads more than I do, for sure. So there's some of the books she's brought, and maybe some of the ones that my father-in-law reads, because I know he reads like Dan Brown and stuff, so John Grisham. Anyways, okay, so there's those. And then, yeah, so here's the living area. Huge couch that is so nice for napping in, because it's just so cushiony. And then I love this. My mother-in-law found these on Etsy. They're all like meaningful places to our family. So Lake Powell is a lake that's southern Utah as well as like northern Arizona. Like it's right near the Grand Canyon, or it might even be part of it. So, oh yeah, it says, yeah, so Lake Powell, and then Puget Sound. Obviously, we've all, in our family, actually, all of us have lived in the Pacific Northwest and Seattle for some length of time. And then Route 66, Arizona, obviously. And then Olympic National Park, we've also been to many times. I've been twice. I think they've been a couple times. And beautiful area, too. That's Pacific Northwest beaches. And yeah, it's just beautiful. So yeah, super cute. And then through there is a bedroom and a bathroom. That's the guest bedroom and bathroom that me and my husband usually stay in if we're like staying with them. And then through here is the master that I'm staying in because it's just me. And sorry, I haven't made the bed because it's that kind of day. No making beds today. Yeah, and then the bathroom over there. So, yeah, that's the whole place is that. Oh, and let me show you the porch because it's actually a huge highlight to me of the home. So you come through here, and then here's like the patio. So like usually there's chairs along here that I've been too lazy to bring out because it's just me again. Balcony, and then like this is the area I was eating my cinnamon roll and coffee on. So yeah, I obviously didn't bring a chair out here, but not all of them. So yeah, so super cute. And it's just so nice to hear like the birds chirping and just the sound of like the quaking aspens specifically. Like, let me see if you guys can hear it, like when the wind rushes through. I don't know. Let's see. Can you guys hear that? Maybe you can't, but very peaceful. So yeah, that is actually the entire house. So I've never stayed in the master before, and I grab a towel after I'm done showering, and I see this sign. Oh my gosh. Saucy. Yeah. I don't know. I just thought it was so funny. And the wreath, oh man, it's like classy, but at the same time, whoa now. Taking a moment to appreciate my t-shirt. It says doggos. It's got a picture of a doggo that looks like my two doggos. And I'm wearing it in honor of my channel name. Woo! So a recent obsession of mine has been this channel. Her name is Celine, and that's her channel name. She does study with me's that are so like beautiful in how they're set, and then like it's just live her studying for college in various settings. And she does pomodoro sessions, which are like study, certain timed sessions, and then you get breaks, if you guys have never heard of those. But it's like a read with me, kind of. And that's how I treat it. And then like I read for the amount of time. So this one is 50-10. Some of them are 25-5, which just means like 50 minutes and then a 10-minute break. So I read during that amount of time, and then I know that like it helps me focus. It really does, because then I usually put away my phone, and then I completely just set that time to read, and then I check my phone after the session is over. And it's, oh my gosh, it's changed my reading game for sure, to keep me focused. So highly recommend if you want to check her channel out. I'll leave a link for it down below. But yeah, this is what I'm going to have playing. I thought it was an appropriate one because it's a sunny morning one. And I'm going to have that playing on the tiny TV here while I read my book. There has been a murder. Yes, I'm at chapter 6 in the book, and yeah, they discovered a dead body. If any of you guys are mystery readers, you know, classic beat you gotta hit soon. At least in my opinion, you have to kind of hit the impetus of the mystery towards the beginning. But yeah, I'm gonna keep reading. And then after this like Pomodoro session is over, in 19 minutes looks like, I think I'm gonna put on my walking shoes and take a little stroll around the area here. There's a lot of like walking paths and obviously just trees and nature and bird song, and it'll be lovely. Maybe even reading by the lake, we'll see. Off to go on a walk and enjoy nature. Enjoy trees. What a concept. And I'm also taking my Kindle, and I'm hopefully gonna read by the lake. There's like it's not a lake, it's a pond. But yeah, there's like picnic tables and stuff you can chill at. So I hope to do that too. So I will take you guys along with me if I can. I am about to devour this burrito. And I got some chips and salsa for later. And I listened to a good chunk of Lord of the Rings while I was walking, and then when I went to go get food. And I just remember how foreboding the chapters where they're in Moria are, and just how like the sense of dread and sense of peril just increases and increases, and it's just so well done. Like Tolkien is a master of that, and it's really fun to listen to because it just is so cinematic. It's so amazing that he wrote this, and I'm sure like people were so entertained by it when it was written, and still now obviously, but when there wasn't a lot else that can distract us, I guess. Like it's just, I'm sure that it was just so fun to read something so amazing. So yeah, I'm really enjoying it. And I'm not going to film myself eating this because it's going to be not cute. But yeah, I'll check in with you guys when I read more. Hope you guys enjoyed that little ASMR session, I would say. Yeah, I feel like the sound of the wind and the leaves is just so peaceful and beautiful. So I just woke up from a nap about an hour ago. That burrito was nap inducing and it felt great. I had a bad night's sleep, and so yeah, it felt good to recoup some of the lost hours I had. So now I'm here reading again. Big surprise. And I'm still reading Locked in Pursuit, and I'm 35% done already, which is like mind-blowing to me. This is a short book. And I looked at how many hours I have left. I only have 4 hours remaining, is what Kindle tells me. So I could finish this. I could do this in one day. Like that blows my mind. I've never finished a book in a day, like ever, unless it was like a kid's book, like nothing. So that's fun. I might attempt that, you know? Like, cause it's almost 3 o'clock. So like, you know, if I didn't take any breaks, I'd finish around 7, but I guess with breaks and stuff, maybe 8. And then I'd have still a couple more hours buffer. It's possible. Anything is possible up here. So yeah, I'm gonna keep reading. It is so good. Electra is a lot more devious in this. She's a lot more taking charge of the case and meeting up with people on her own. Some of them more dangerous than others, and it's kind of, I'm sure it's putting Major Ramsey on edge because he's a very like rule following strict kind of guy, so, and she is not, obviously. So yeah, it's fun. And it's kind of like taking you through like the London underworld, which is a really fun scene, and it's kind of like giving Peaky Blinders vibes to me. So yeah, gonna continue with this and listen to the beautiful sound of nature. And I'm also playing jazz. That's my preferred like music that I listen to while I also chill and read some jazz, non-vocal jazz. I never want to listen to words being sung, but anyways, I'm rambling. after my mid-afternoon walk, I decided I wanted to listen to the chapter I was in The Lord of the Rings and finish that. It was a 40-minute long chapter, so I was like, okay, that's a solid walk. So it was the Bridge of Khazad-dûm chapter, which is the scene in the movie where Gandalf goes, "You shall not pass." Slightly different wording in the book, but so epic. And just like the way Andy Serkis narrates that whole scene, that whole action scene, incredible. Like, oh my gosh, I wanted to start like running during my walk because it was just so exhilarating. Oh man, if you have not listened to him narrate Lord of the Rings, you need to. That is the task for you to do after watching this video. Just give it a shot, because like, even if you're not a fantasy reader, you guys know I'm not, man, there's just something so amazing and so cinematic about the way that he narrates. So fun. So yeah, I finished that, and then I got home after I enjoyed the sunshine and put my feet in the grass for a little bit, which was nice. So now I'm here to kind of hunker down for the evening. I have dinner already. Like, I brought food with me, at least for one meal. I went out for breakfast and lunch, but I have enough food to feed myself for dinner. So I'll show you guys that when I actually get hungry. It's just around 4:30 now, so I have, I don't know, I'll probably eat around 6. But anyways, yeah, I decided I would start back up with Locked in Pursuit now that I'm home. Because, yeah, I think it is going to be a goal of mine to just finish it today. I think that would be so fun. I'm at 50% now, so I'm halfway. And I have the rest of the evening. So, yay! I'm excited. And, yeah, we'll see where the evening goes. I give to you the fancy dinner I'm having tonight. Classic, the, like, carbonara ramen from Costco. That's so good. If you haven't tried it and you like spicy, 10 out of 10. And then some egg rolls that a family member made for us. And I took 4, not a couple, 4 with me. So we'll see how much of a dent I make in all of this. But yeah, a very Asian themed dinner, and I'm not mad about it. Settling in to read some more with a cold can of Diet Coke. And I found some reading sprints that are hosted by the hosts of the Southern Charm Readathon that was created by Amanda over at Book Lover Amanda. So I love her channel. I like instant click whenever she uploads. So yeah, so I'm excited that I have company tonight to read with. So yeah, that's the plan for a good majority of the evening. And right now the sun is coming through this window here, so it's like, oh, it's just so nice. I love it. So I wanted to show you guys what is currently in my Kindle, in my library, that I have possibly to read in the next coming weeks. I need your help deciding if there's anything that you guys think I should read. So let me get out of this really quick. There's a lot of good ones, and that's why I'm in airplane mode, because it's a hack to keep library loans on your Kindle if you know they're about to be returned, and you still want to read them. Just keep it in airplane mode, baby. But anyway, so I obviously am reading
Locked in Pursuit and Blood Oath. But then I have the third book in the series, Badlands, out from the library here. And then I also have the Winston Brothers series I've been wanting to get to because it just seems like it's right up my street right now for what I'm feeling. I'm in a super like romance kick recently. So so yeah, I have the first book in that series. This one I randomly reserved on the library, but I'm still iffy about if I want to read it or not. Because I don't know how like I know it's a second chance romance, but I don't know. I'm a little hesitant about it. But maybe it's amazing. I know I've heard amazing things from people who do read Kennedy Ryan, but uh anyways, then I've got Long Island by Colm Tobin, who he wrote Brooklyn, and this is the second, like, this is like a sequel to Brooklyn, which he wrote forever ago, and I was like so shocked that he wrote a sequel. And this is set, I want to say, like 10 or 20 years into the future. And Eilish has to go back to Ireland. Brooklyn is the story of her coming from Ireland to Brooklyn during the turn of the century, and her meeting an Italian immigrant. Not he wasn't an immigrant. He's a Italian family, and I think his parents might have immigrated, but super adorable love story. And I loved it. I love the movie too. But yeah, he came out with a sequel, which I am very eager to read. I have These Three Remain, which is the third book in the Fitzwilliam Darcy Gentleman series by Pamela Aden. Yes, definitely want to get to this because I read the second book just so I could get to the third book. Hated the second book though, so like I'm very wary of this one, but everyone says this one is amazing, so like I should give it a shot. I have The Outlaw Noble Salt, which is Amy Harmon's new book. And it's like a Western, all about Butch Cassidy, who is on the run and creates like a new identity and falls in love with somebody, and I don't know, things ensue from there. Those are kind of what's on the top of the docket for me, that I have out from the library or whatnot. And so, yeah, definitely let me know if you guys have any opinions on all of these. I know it was a lot to go through, but now I'm going to get back to Locked in Pursuit, which I'm super into still, loving it, and really hoping I can finish it tonight. Fingers crossed.
So I just got to a part in the book where the tension is kind of at its peak with the two of them, and then they both have to go to a fancy party, and she decides she's gonna go all the way with it and, you know, dress the part. And guys, there is something about like a makeover scene that just gets me. Like, she's wearing, like, there's a whole 2 paragraphs dedicated to describing the dress she's wearing, which, like, where's my, like, gown girlies at? Like, I don't know if anyone else loves when a main character's dress or like gown is described in pretty like lengthy detail, but it's one of those things that I love. And so she's wearing this super like slim fitting sequined black gown that has like 2 black satin straps that are on her shoulders, and they cross in the back. And, like, I can just picture it, you know? I love that. Like the makeover scene in Bridgerton season 3, 10 out of 10. like when she is coming down the stairs, and everyone is ogling over the new Penelope kind of thing. Love it. So that's where we're at in the book, and I'm like swooning over here. And I just had to share that I love those scenes whenever I can get them. They're the best. Guys, I'm not okay. This book is so good. Oh my gosh. I'm like internally screaming, squealing about this scene I just read. If you're reading the book, if you've read the book, there's a few of you who have, I bet, maybe, but chapter 26, that's all I'm gonna say. Oh my gosh. Ashley Weaver needs to write romance books. Like, that needs to be her next endeavor, because this is way too, I was gonna say steamy, but that's not the right word. Like, way too tension filled and just like ethereal and like emotional for a mystery. Like, I don't know how to describe this without saying anything, but like, man, she should dip her toes into act like an actual romance series, because like this is a huge sign that she could do it easily. These scenes are written better than a lot of the romances I've read. Oh my gosh, yeah, that garden scene, 15 out of 10. Yeah, so good. Okay, I gotta get back to this book. I need to finish it. I'm at 85%. We gotta keep going. I changed into PJs, if that's not obvious, and I painted my nails. So, things are going great over here. I finished it. It was so good. I loved it. 5 out of 5 stars, of course. They all get 5 out of 5, every single book in this series. I didn't love how things ended, to be honest. Was hoping for a different ending, but I also know that is part of being involved in a series, is that you can't get your HEA at the end of a book like you can with a romance, so you just have to keep waiting. Like, I actually don't have any idea, like, if anyone does, let me know what Ashley Weaver's plans are for this series, like how many she's gonna make. No idea. So, how long are we gonna have to wait? Who knows? That's how I feel about the Strike and Robin series too. It's just like everything is just so like delayed and slow moving, and it's torture in the best way for me. Like, I don't know if a lot of people can endure it, but yeah. So we shall see what the next book, where the next book leads us. I'm excited. There are definitely going to be more Ramsey and Electra shenanigans. That's already been established, so yay. But now I don't know what to do with myself, because I thought I would finish this early. You guys heard me talk about how I was like, oh, I bet I could finish this at 8 or 9. It's 10. I don't know where the time flew. Like, I was here, I was reading, I took breaks, but not that long. I don't know what happened, but I'm honestly just proud of myself for finishing a book in one day. Like, I've never done that, so. But yeah, I guess I have Blood Oath to read now if I wanted to, or I could go to bed. I don't want to go to bed, though. I never want this day to end. No, I miss my boys. I've been looking at pictures of them on my phone when I miss them, and it's been cheering me up too, because they're just so cute. Like, I don't feel comfortable sharing pictures of my kids on the internet yet, but they are adorable.
Wayne especially, I haven't given updates on Wayne, but he's 6 months old now. So crazy. I can't believe he's already half a year old and he sits up on his own and he's in like that perfect like cute baby stage, like chunky rolls on his legs, and like he loves to shake stuff and smile. He's such a happy baby. Like he's just the cutest thing. He's got just the same, it's so funny too. He's got the same color hair that Sam had. That's like this like super strawberry blonde kind of reddish hair. He doesn't have as much of it as Sam did, but it's still enough. Like it's still very obvious that he's got a wavy hairline and stuff. And he gets comments about his hair when we take him out. Or the most comments he gets is actually about his eyes. Wayne has more than anyone in our family. Like he's just got these like piercing blue eyes. Like yeah, that's the one thing that people always comment on. It's like, oh my gosh, look at those blue eyes. Which I have no idea where he got that strong blue of eyes. I have like kind of grayish eyes, gray. Sometimes they look blue, sometimes they look green, depending on what I'm wearing. Andrew has blue eyes, but not like Wayne's. So no idea where he got that from. There are other people in Andrew's family that have blue eyes too. So, you know, that trait just came out really strong. So yeah, anyways, that's a bit about Wayne because I know I haven't talked about him much. But yeah, gonna head back to my family and see them tomorrow morning. Plan is to just wake up and clean up the place and get things, there's kind of like a checklist to do before you leave. And so I have to kind of do that cleaning, very minimal, but it'll probably take me like half an hour to an hour, I don't know. But definitely don't want to leave this place with any like trace that my in-laws could come here and be like, what? This is Melissa's doing. Like, that would be worst case scenario. Like, I want to leave it impeccably clean so that they always are willing to let me come back here. Okay, I'm rambling. But yeah, I think this will be the last clip of the entire vlog, so maybe I should just close it out. Yeah, I really enjoyed doing this. I hope you guys did too. And it's definitely reignited that spark in me to do videos more. I really do apologize that I haven't been uploading, but c'est la vie. That's just life. But yeah, I hope you guys stick around. I will try to upload when I can, and definitely, hopefully keep you guys posted on my reading antics. But with all that being said, please like and comment and subscribe if you want to see more from me. And I will see you guys in another video. Bye!